In 2007, Amit Shah had several businesses, including a motel, liquor store, and dry cleaning business. He was also involved in Gujarati Samaj of Atlanta, where he served as its youngest elected president. Tarun Patel had spent almost 25 years with IBM and was retiring the following year. Dilesh Patel was employed with HP as a team leader in its IT department for several years. Prakash Parmar was practicing immigration law and also managing a motel business. During that time, Dilesh was looking to leave HP and was interested in starting a business, and so he approached Amit for advice about potential businesses and partners. They had several discussions, and Amit thought it would be a good idea to add Tarun since he was conservative and practical. Amit then involved Prakash to add legal and professional experience to the new business, and now the team was set. The four founding members, Amit, Dilesh, Tarun, and Prakash, met several times to explore new business ideas. To solidify everyone's commitment, they needed to form a company and have each partner invest funds. It was then decided to name the company Millennium Investment Group because the acronym was MIG, and that would conjure images of cool MiG fighter jets. In October 2007, MIG was formed with the Georgia Secretary of State. Each founding member contributed $1,000 to the company, so now each member had a responsibility to develop a business and grow the company. The company had to be protective, prudent, and profitable in whatever it did. The goals were set. The founding members wanted to get greater than average stock returns with calculated risk, with the intention to preserve their invested capital. From these beliefs, the founding members agreed that MIG should always be synonymous with safety, stability, and growth. It was a challenge to find a business that would meet these criteria. In the midst of this search, there was an unexpected turn of events. AIG was on the brink of bankruptcy because of subprime mortgages. Lehman Brothers went into bankruptcy. Housing market collapsed, causing homes to lose more than 20% of their values. Bernie Madoff was discovered to have run a Ponzi scheme of almost $65 billion. The Great Recession had hit the US and would be the largest economic downturn since World War II. This did seem like the best time to start a new business. In early 2008, the spark was ignited. MIG made its first loan for $100,000 at 12% interest. Within no time, other borrowers found out MIG was lending money, and MIG was getting requests for more loans. Business was growing, and so was membership. In 2010, MIG reached $1 million in equity with the strength of 22 members. The founding members were entrusted with great responsibilities, and so it was time to get more professional help. With the advice from Kirtan Patel and Samir Patel at KPPB Law, MIG management restructured the company so it could grow its brand value. Thereafter, Dilip Patel and Rohit Patel joined the management team. Another great opportunity developed for MIG. Amit met with his landlord for one of his businesses, Dennis Polirin, and introduced MIG to him. Dennis liked what Amit presented about MIG and saw that MIG could be a valuable partner with him in the NSP project. MIG funded the purchase of 26 homes and its renovations. Because of the NSP project, the Friends and Family Fixed Rate Investment Program was conceived. This program brought more funds to MIG, and all investors received 8% on investments of over $5,000 with MIG. By December 2011, MIG had 39 members and $1,200,000 in its friends and family fixed rate program and was managing 30 loans and investments valued at over $3 million. 2012 was a great year for MIG. We made our first loan of over $1 million and were able to close in 2 days. The loan asset value had risen to $8 million and MIG came close to $1 million in revenue in 2012. MIG membership increased to 48 members and equity was almost $3 million. MIG members adopted an amended operating agreement which confirmed voting rights only for managing members, redemption fee, and right to buy out any member. By December 2013, MIG had $15 million in assets, which resulted in $830,000 of net income for that year. Members earned over 20% return on equity for the first time. In the beginning of 2014, MIG moved its place of business to Dunwoody and purchased its office on Peeler Road. MIG paid over $1 million in interest to its 170 investors in the fixed rate program. The last significant increase in membership occurred in 2014, as MIG now had 71 members. MIG also sold more units to its current members that year, and in all raised an additional $1.4 million in capital. In 2015, Amit was approached with some equity investment opportunities. He didn't want MIG to be heavily involved in that since it was primarily a lending company. So Millennium Equity Group, or MEG, was born. This was a great opportunity for new members to join Millennium's journey through MEG. By now, MIG had a solid foundation and successful business plan. It was time to use that leverage to help MIG grow. MIG established a line of credit for its business. Metro City Bank started this relationship with MIG, and the management team personally guaranteed this obligation. Metro City Bank continues to be a valuable business partner and still maintains a line of credit for MIG. At that same time, it was time to restructure the fixed rate program. For several years, all investors were earning 8% regardless of the size of their investment. A new schedule was developed, and now investors were more fairly treated, earning between 5 and 8% depending on the amount of each investment. In 2017, MIG celebrated its 10th year anniversary. The company crossed $50 million in assets, which generated $7.7 million in revenue and resulting in a net income of $2.5 million. Members' equity also crossed $10 million. During this year, in the fixed rate program, a mini project named Invest 17 was launched, where investors received an additional 1% interest. In 2018, MIG management met with developers who were trying to construct new hotels. From those meetings, management decided to create a company specifically for hotel investments. Hence, MIG Hospitality was formed, and MIG, along with more than 30 people, invested into this company. MIG Hospitality had raised more than $7 million, and the funds were invested into 4 hotel projects in Georgia and Illinois. Later that year, Amit proposed a plan to help MIG grow and strengthen MEG so that its members receive growth like MIG. Effective January 1st, 2019, MIG acquired MEG's assets, and MEG the company became a member of MIG. During that same year, MIG crossed $100 million in assets, doubling its size in just 2 years. Revenues crossed $10 million and net income was over $4.5 million. MIG opened a second line of credit at Quantum National Bank, again personally guaranteed by the management team. Quantum National Bank is still a valuable business partner with MIG, and this relationship continues today. An important event occurred in 2019 for the safety and trust of all of MIG and MEG members. MIG's management decided that MIG needed an independent look at the company's financial statements. Both MIG and MEG's financial statements were reviewed, and an independent audit firm's findings were issued and distributed to all members. Also, in 2019, MIG implemented direct payments by ACH to all members and investors. MIG's customers also could use this option to make their interest payments to MIG by ACH. 2020 was an unforgettable year that everyone still feels today. Just before MIG's annual meeting in March, the pandemic hit and the meeting was postponed. Of course, everyone's personal lives were dramatically affected by the pandemic, and businesses also felt the pain and had to adjust. MIG didn't default its borrowers. Instead, it assisted its borrowers with deferment plans and tried to make sure that they made it through that most difficult time. During 2020, MIG also initiated loan servicing agreements with another company to generate revenues by servicing projects funded. Notwithstanding the year's major challenges, MIG made 22 new loans in 2020 and had revenues in excess of $11 million and a profit of $2.8 million. The previous year, MIG had announced it was time for MIG and its members or investors to help and give back to the community. MIG Foundation was created to fund charity organizations that help the community and the needy. At the end of 2020, management decided to offer its current members in MIG and MEG an opportunity to purchase additional units. In 2021, members purchased 203,000 units in total, raising over $7.3 million in capital funds. This helped MIG cross $125 million in assets and generated over $20 million in revenues, which was double that of just 2 years earlier. In the fixed rate program, MIG paid over $6 million in interest in total to its investors throughout the year. Both MIG Hospitality and MIG had an equity investment that sold in 2021, which generated a sizable profit for both companies. In addition, MIG Foundation received considerable charitable contributions, and a sizable donation was made to Nerian Siva's mission to pay for corrective limb surgeries for underprivileged children in India. During our 15 years of existence, MIG gave its members an opportunity to redeem their units on more than 7 occasions without a redemption fee. MIG members received 1% bonus interest on their investments in the Friends and Family Fixed Rate Program for 6 years in a row. MIG investors also received a bonus interest for the past 6 years. This shows that MIG management values its investors as highly as its members. MIG's performance for its members has been outstanding FR return with a bonus. A member joined in 2010 has earned an annual IRR of 41.38%. Hence, the longer period you stay with the company, the more benefits you earn. MIG has made significant difference in the lives of all of its members, investors, borrowers, and people we have never met around the world. It has served the community, made their lives wealthier. It has helped make the world healthier with its conscientious charitable work to make a difference to those who need help. MIG is growing with you and serving you.
Thank you for your support in helping us to deliver our vision of safety, stability, and growth to you and to your family.